Mr. Speaker. I'm reluctant to speak on this bill because many of my colleagues support it very strongly, and it does have a lot of good points in it. However, I'm disappointed in the bill because I have a philosophical disagreement with the approach of the bill to government. I think government is better when lots of people are participating in it. So reducing the number of people involved in boards and commissions seems to me, especially when they're volunteering, seems to me antithetical to getting lots of voices into government. I'm also disappointed with how the civil rights matter is being handled. I think it should be a standalone bill. I think it could probably wait until next year. I was quite small at the time the civil rights controversy was happening in the United States, but I remember it, and I remember all the controversy. I remember the riots. I remember, because I spent a lot of time at my grandmother's house, having her interpretation of it. My grandmother, second-generation Irish Catholic, remembered very well and inculcated into me a dislike for British authority. She had, through her ancestors, experienced it in all its vividness. And she said one of the problems, I remember this well, was that the Irish in Ireland felt like they had no input into their government. The Civil Rights Act, the Civil Rights Statutes, the settlement in civil rights at the time were very carefully constructed, the result of many years of debate and compromise, and I think it is disappointing, to say the least, that we are dealing with it in a rather hurried manner without the consent of or consensus of many of the people involved. And I hope we will come back next year if this bill passes and correct some of the errors that are, I think, in this bill. One of my colleagues just mentioned efficiency in government. I support cutting government as much as possible, but the nature of these boards and commissions is not efficiency. It is to get lots of voices. If we wanted efficiency, we wouldn't have 100 people in this room. Slow government is often better government. It affords everyone to not only have their voice heard, but to feel that they've had their voice listened to. So I'm a no on this bill, and I encourage my colleagues to vote against it as well.